Well, hello there, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to my stream. It's me, Stay Home Hazel, not traveling. And this year, anyway. Although I did have a weird dream about it. And I had, I was dropping beads on the floor while sitting in a chair watching a presentation. I don't know, they were big red with little pins. Kind of looked like Lahuvim's thing. Anyways, hi, how you doing? Just afternoon now. Good afternoon to you, Data Bob. Morning for me. I have coffee. I have the warmest pants North America. I am back in time, apparently. I realized when I was logging onto these characters, I hadn't been on retail for a day or so. And I forgot I had sent away some anima missions to try to scrape together anima to send to my main, or not my main, my Shadowlands main, so that she could buy that transmog set that we were trying to buy at the end of last stream. And I think that should do it. I have 1,000 here. I think I need 30 more. So if I go do a world quest, I should be good. Today I want to do the new trading post. I don't really know what's for sale, and I don't want to know until I get there. I have a vague idea from hearing things, hearing people talk, but I haven't looked at anything yet. I have not seen with my eyes, and I want it to be a surprise for my eyes. What place has warmer plants than North America? Nowhere, because they're not mine. I have the warmest pants. Good morning or afternoon, Hazel and chat. Just woke up an hour ago. It's snowing where I am. Oh, happy snow day. Goodness for homebodies like you. I was starting to feel a little isolated with no one on. Times in the WoW calendar, server times. It might have to do with there's a setting somewhere where you can choose it to show you local time or realm time, and that may reflect onto the calendar as well. I'm not 100%. Begins blank, blank, blank. I mean, it's not going to make a difference to me because local time is realm time for me, but I would try that toggle and see if that does anything for you. Yeah, no travel this year. Just weird dreams. Play with the puppy. Stay home. Do things at home. I hope everybody had a happy Halloween. Or just an acceptable Halloween for your own Halloween standards. I had to confiscate a ring pop from Moosey that he found this morning. Last thing that dog needs is candy. Alrighty. I want to buy from this vendor. I want to buy one of these. And I swear we're going to get out of Shadowlands before you know it. I promise we won't be here for very long. You can go back to... I mean, honestly, I kind of want to take a portal because I feel like I'm going to want my Hearthstone for stuff. Although I do need to remember that it's not an hour like in Classic. It's 15 minutes or something. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, fine. I'll Heart the Voldraken. What is happening in Shadowlands? Not very much. I needed a transmog set that I did an achievement for recently, and I found out to my dismay that I was going to need 12.5k anima that I didn't really have, so I've been farming anima. Just to buy that one thing, before I forget. I'm not trying to collect all the anima mog of Shadowlands right now. That is a royal later me problem. But for the moment, I needed 12.5k just to buy that cloth dark-colored set. What are we saying here? From Kyrian. So, oh yeah, I opened some lockboxes and I sent myself some stuff. So, Hazeline gets 1 anima cache. My bags are a mess. Tragedy. And then once we're sorted with this, we'll take a look and see what we might want to do for the Traders post. And Day of the Dead. It's a 1-day holiday. I think it's up today, unless that was an old Wowhead post I read. In which case, I would probably need to change my stream title. Word in the street is you can go buy a dragon riding saddle, but it also costs 50,000 gold. 50,000 shiny coins. Another 50k gold saddle. Yeah, so I don't actually know if I'm going to buy it. I didn't buy the pirate one, and I have not felt left out for that. It's not like I'm saving my gold for anything, so maybe I should just do it. But, I don't know. Okay, alright. So we go. We vendor some stuff. I've got grays in my bags. There must be a mail here. That's right. Oh, I sold some stuff. Oh yeah, I was posting all of those, that's right. I was posting all of the mats I was getting from doing the Path of Ascension. Why do they have to be so spendy? I think they're just scraping for gold sinks. Well, I don't know. Tenebris truffle. Okay. And then I'm gonna put that in, and I swear I'm gonna be like 30 anima short. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, I need 29 more anima, so let's go do functionally anything. There's a boss. Ooh, flight school! Oh, you want a blast from the past? Here, let's go do that. We can do it! Good old Bastion. They added dragon customization achievements retroactively. Afraid they'll add another batch. I'll be missing these holiday ones. Last day get outfits. Wish me luck, Hazel. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, it is bright. That'll wake you up in the morning. Reset your good old circadian rhythms. Alrighty. Yes. That's right. This is the one I'd always do on easy mode because there was no reason not to do it on easy mode for just like the sake of getting a world quest done. Like there was an achievement and nothing ever talked me into wanting to do that achievement. Doing. Budding. Riveting stuff. No, don't read chat while you're playing the game. Focus for like 30 seconds. Good. Good work. It's like my dog. I'm trying to get him to focus on me and to keep paying attention for longer and longer periods of time, like when we're out walking, for example. And I'm like talking to him the whole time, being like, okay, very good. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. We're going to make it another like half a block. We're going to make it to this next car, this next signpost. And then, and as long as I'm talking, he's like, what's she saying? And it kind of works. I don't know if that's the strat, but it has been working. Okay, so we go turn that in. I think there's like I think you can just send me back up if I didn't want to fly myself. See, we're playing Floppy Angel. Flappy Bird. So many frustrations. Ready to give some very mushy food opinions this early in the morning. How did you know I had oatmeal for breakfast? I did, I made the rice cooker make it in advance, and I had it with oats and ground flaxseed and blueberries. Well, of course I had it with oats, that's the whole point. Ground flaxseed, blueberries, brown sugar, that's the one. And I resealed it into a new container because the other one, well, to be fair, I lost it. I'm turning this in. And we're so close to being able to re-quit Shadowlands. And then this is definitely gonna be worth it. We have to wear it on Inksy. We must, right? We've come too far to not wear it now. So, Ensemble Vestments of the Discordant for Priest, Mage, and Warlock. That's what we were doing all that for. I'll go log on to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to send off a new mission. I reinstalled TLDR missions because I thought that's a really easy way to get anima. It's not fast, but it's really easy. So if I just leave her at her mission table and I tell her to just get anima and I press the button every once in a while, it will be some. It won't be a lot, but it'll be a non-zero amount of anima. So if I go into TLDR, yeah, only anima, go for it. And it'll send off a couple of missions. Not that many of them. You'd think that this character, which was my Shadowlands main, by the way, she never got all of her dudes leveled up. I must have done something funky with my TL. I mean, it's a new install. I don't know. Anyways, some amount of anima. Inksy needs a new transmog. Needs more cinnamon and peanut butter. How do you feel about cauliflower? I like it when you roast it. I used to toss it in a little olive oil and salt and some Parmesan, and I would roast it baking sheet for a little while and I'd put it on top of like couscous. That was good. Sanguinette with a 9-month resub. Thank you very, very much. Also Jinx with a 43-month resub. Happy November, Hazel. Happy November. I remember Joust. I do remember Joust. Well, I remember the jousting WoW quest. I'm imagining it was based off of something, and that I most likely do not remember. My bags are a crime. This is carnage. This is a sin. This is shame. Hang on. Hold up. What can we get rid of here? 55 gold or best offer. Oh, 85 for those ones. Here we go. I feel like it's gonna get sniped by like Flabby. 7 gold. And then 7. I just want someone to have it. It says collected, but it also says not collected. And then it says learn from another item. And I'm too lazy to like send it over to somebody else. So we're gonna say like 25 gold. Transmog sellers don't like me. 48, there we go. Well, or maybe they do. They get stock. Free inventory. Woohoo! Frozen orbs. Hallowed wands. Oh yeah, I always have to try and like spin my camera to face like a wall or something, because otherwise whenever I'm going through and like deleting a bunch of garbage, I always accidentally try to trade it to somebody. Never in my life have I dragged an item over somebody's character model on purpose with the intent of trading it to them. It has never happened on purpose. It has happened many times on accident. It's probably something Leatrix could turn off. Nobody likes that. And the worst is when the person like turns around and comes back to me. It's like, hey, sorry, what? You wanted to give me something? Here, hello. Hi. How's it going? Yeah, we must have done some time walking. Is this enough? Why do I have conduits? Nobody likes it. Go away. Okay. And then, not too fussed about any of that Halozen stuff. Oh yeah, I've got notes. I'm never gonna clean up these bags. No one. Never. Never. Okay. Transmog. And then, Trader's Post. Okay, sets. Discordant. I'll know it when I see it. It's that one. So, Vestments of the Discordant. And I can actually go through, and I can match it with those black wings that I earned a million years ago. Because that was pretty cool. Assuming I can find them. The Shadowlands back pieces, I feel like they go in the journal in no particular order. If there is an order to this, I don't know what it is. Here we go. It's like so busy. Plus her ponytail clips right through. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna take that off. I know it's part of the set, but too bad. Is there anything less aggressive that I can put on instead? Give her some shades. And then I guess that's a good spot. I'll leave her staff alone for now, but if we get the Trader's Post bar, I think that new staff will actually fit just fine in that spot. What about that? That's nice. It's from the other people, but I don't think anyone will care. Although it doesn't really match, but it like mostly matches, but it doesn't really match. Just don't wear a helmet. Have a naked head. Okay. There we go. Worth. I can hardly recommend Buffalo Cauliflower. So good. Have you had the Dino Oatmeal? I think the dinosaurs are gone. I cannot believe you installed that. Finally got the Arachnoid Harvester Magcrats for yuck. Missing the map from the 4th boss of the dungeon. Can finally ignore that island for the rest of my life. Dislike it cooked. Pretty good roasted. Had it out of the air fryer. Crunchy better than mushy. I don't know if I've ever had mushy cauliflower. Although I don't buy it very often. Cool shirt. IRL shirt. In-game gear is cool as always do. Oh, thanks. I don't hate the shades with this. Make her look like one of the 3 blind mice. Be honest, was it worth? It was worth it so that we never have to talk about this again. It was worth it to make it go away. Yeah. Gnomes the wings. Just the right size. Alright. Arfus. Coming with me. What would I like to do? Do I want to plan or do I want a YOLO? I think I want a YOLO. Professions, crafting orders, 10 of them, you betcha. And we'll do that first. That's nice and easy. Time honor tradition. Log on to one character and be like, hey, can you make me a Wildercloth bolt, but like 10 times? And then log back over, and then it's all good. I need to know more about Dino Oatmeal. Oh, the dinosaurs are not gone. Eat it almost every day. I thought dinosaurs ate other dinosaurs. I guess some of them ate like grass and, you know, leaves and stuff. I am being purposefully obtuse, but I actually have no idea what you mean by Dino Oatmeal. I want to send some crafting orders. I saw there was a Spielberg docuseries on Netflix that was kind of trying to be Our Planet, but it was like about dinosaurs, and I can't tell if they mean it or not. Like, I kind of want to watch it, but I'm having a moment where I'm like, wait, are there still dinosaurs in Alberta just like walking around? Weapons, armor, Wildercloth bolts. The oatmeal of my childhood was the Quaker multi-packs of the individual packages that you get from Costco that had the maple and brown sugar, the ordinary, the apple cinnamon, and then maybe one more peaches and cream or something like that. And nobody liked the apple one and everybody liked the maple one, so that one would always go first. Except that I would hoard it, I would save it, I would eat the stinky apple one that was only okay. And I would like, you know, hoard and treasure and cherish the yummy one. Functionally forever. Wildercloth bolt. We're gonna send this to Inksy. We're gonna do that a bunch of times. 1. Please. 2. Nope. 3. This is the system as intended. It's definitely what it's for. 4. 5. 6. 7. 9. 7. Wait, the French bed. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that'll do. Apple one would be better if you mix 1 pack of apple with 1 pack of maple. Tastes like apple pie. I never tried that. I never thought to mix and match. Although I don't think I was encouraged to eat multiple packs of oatmeal. I'm going to take this character. That's right. Dino egg oatmeal is fire so good. Oh, it's sugar dino eggs in the oatmeal. Oh. Put out seed to feed birds. Yesterday, instead fed a small fox and a deer right outside my house. It's like I'm in a Disney movie. A fox. There's birds, it's kind of like dinosaur. Those are so much worse than real oatmeal. The apple cinnamon ones are the ones with the dino egg. I just buy steel cut oats now because I'm really exciting and fun. But you put the frozen fruit in it and you put it in the rice cooker and then you say, make me breakfast tomorrow, and the rice cooker goes do 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 do. It's the song's way too long. It's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. Arfus's bark every time haunts me. I can't believe I got it. I think that your perspective on how well Hallow's End went would be entirely characterized by how lucky you were. And I thought it was great because I got Arfus. But, you know, all it takes is for me to not get lucky for me to be like, this is no good. They should change it. For me. Do I have any Wildercloth? Personal orders. Can I make any of those? Regents, none. Oh yeah, that's when I get you. Yeah, I've got plenty of it. Yeah. Put peanut butter in it. I've heard that's good, and I want to try it because I am intrigued by adding additional fat and protein to the oatmeal, because it does fail to keep me full for very long, even when I eat a ton of it. However, my go-to, I feel like peanut butter doesn't go with everything for me, so I need to find the right other stuff to mix into it to make me have fun. And I don't know exactly what that is, because I'm not a big I'll eat peanut butter and apples. I guess I could like slice up some apples and throw those in there. That might be good. Apple peanut butter oatmeal? Peanut butter cocoa oatmeal? Peanut butter, pumpkin seeds. I don't know. I like almond butter, but it costs more than like the breath of a virgin angel. It's like, I see recipes that are like, listen, you're gonna take a 1/4 cup of almond butter. And I'm thinking, what do you think I do for a living? Who are you? You must sell a lot of cookbooks to be able to afford that. PB banana is good. Overnight oats with cinnamon maple syrup. Yeah, I don't have any flavored protein powder. That also is very expensive. Blended oats with some stuff. So far, I'm enjoying it. Toasted dill rye bread. Peanut butter bacon Spanish olives. That sounds like something that somebody would make if they were like 45 and they have a nice kitchen and they finally have time to do something with it. And they're like, you know what? I'm buying the Spanish olives. This isn't shade. This is like the dream. Apple would be good. Then chocolate chips. Yeah. All right, there we go. That is what I wanted to do, was fulfill those crafting orders. How about, will they continue to let me choose this with pet battles? Yeah, it sounds like they will. Let's go. Let's do that. Oh, for a second I'm like, what happened to my transmog? It's my crafting equipment. Did you watch yesterday's tourney? I did not. Was it fun? Pretzels, cereal, cuts up dates and or figs in his oatmeal. Oh. Expensive stuff in the Trader's Post. Yeah, I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling I'm not going to be able to afford, like, anything. Let's see. Stayed up till midnight to watch it. Very tired and work today. Get a kilo of protein powder for like 15 bucks. Shouldn't be that expensive. Assuming that you buy whey, vegan stuff is probably more expensive. Yeah, I don't know. A kilo for like 15. Yeah, that is quite a lot. I think what I was buying was I don't know. I was uneducated. And yeah, I haven't bought any. I'm trying this thing where I just like eat food. It's radical, I'll give you that. But I'm trying to like cook more and eat more food that's like not made of as many things. Or it's like made of things that I put into it and not things that other people put into it. Some people call this cooking. And it sounds like witchcraft, but I'm gonna try it. Pet pals. How am I gonna get ripped if I don't have protein powder, dude? Listen, we're just gonna eat bushels of chickpeas. We're gonna really hit the legumes. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Not that I'm anti-technology. I'm trying to manage this cooking more with the power of technology by using my appliances to make things in advance. Was it yesterday or the day before? One of my days off, I once again decided to make dinner in the morning. And I made a big batch of curry, and then I like scheduled rice with the Instant Pot and then the rice cooker respectively. And am I tracking pets? I am. Oh, should we use Arfus? Should we use Arfus for this? That'd be cute. And then yeah, I got home from being out in the evening and was like, wow, let's just eat dinner. It's like already ready. And the dishes are already done. This is crazy. This is great. And then you make a huge batch so you have more for leftovers, and we had those again. It must have been Monday because I had more of it yesterday. And then there's even more in the freezer, so like another week or two can go by and I can defrost that in the fridge and then be like, great. I think this is going to work really great in the winter time when I can just lean into like curry, soup, stew, chili, stuff that I can make a big batch of in like the pressure cooker that's not too fussy about cooking times or texture, that just needs to be hot and tasty and like, you know, food. And in the summer, if I want things that are not as hot, it's going to be hard, but I don't know, I'm a hot food person. Slaughter the buddies like Blizzard intended. Rubbing in that Arfus was just about to ask. Scheduled rice is very funny. Telling your PA to pencil in an appointment for it. Asking Martin to put it on my calendar. Can you imagine me with a PA? It would be like my grandmother getting a gardener. She would just do all the gardening before the gardener came over so that they didn't think that her garden didn't look nice. I would like procrastinate my tasks for like 5 years and then hire an assistant, and then I would do everything before the assistant like showed up for work just so they don't think I'm a mess. It's unironically not a bad strategy. I accept that it is, but you know, hey, whatever works. BlizzCon's in 2 days. Are you sure? Prove it. Currently finishing up the family battles in Dragonflight. There is a project. Eat vegetarian most of the time, easier on my kidneys. Seems like well invested money, TPH. Big summer blowout. How's the weather there, Saga? Is it chilly? It's been a little cold. We had a couple nights of freezing, but it wasn't too bad. It was like 7 degrees this morning when I went out. I thought, I need to like read an article to figure out more about this thing, but I had heard somebody mention in passing something about zone 2 cardio. And I thought, all right, I'll just go for like a short run, a little jog, you know, not sprinting, and that'll be zone 2 cardio, and that'll be great. That's what I need. And I go out and I do my little jog, and I check my watch, my smartwatch, and it's like, congratulations, you're dying. Welcome to zone 4. And I'm like, I need to exercise more often. I'm not out of shape, but I'm also not particularly fit. I'm in this weird middle space where I can hike pretty effectively. I can do stairs and I can run and jog, and I'm not gonna like keel over, but also it does get the thumper going pretty good. So I either need to run slower or run a lot faster and then have my body like catch up. We're all in A shape. True. Hire an actor. Can you come in tomorrow and pretend to be my personal assistant just for an hour or two? Way out of shape. Old. 35. You're not old. And I'm not old. I'm 31. I'm not that far behind you. We're not old. None of us are old. I'm making a decree. I'm laying down a Hazel decree. None of us are allowed to call ourselves old anymore. We are allowed to call ourselves wise. Once a week, you are allowed to call yourself crunchy. Was it more than 170? Can I tell from here? It was, it can't have been more than 170. How dead am I? Outdoor run. Average cadence, average heart rate. Yeah, no, my peak was 170. My average was 161. In fairness to me, I ran up a hill. Broke down? Is that an option? I feel like fitness and body weight are very different conversations. You can be of a normal weight or even underweight, and you can still be very much not fit, and that's not great for your body either. You can pretend to be an adult when you're 40. I've been pretending to be an adult for a long time. I had a kid point out I was born before the 2000s, and they said that was weird. Only 66. We're gonna collectively stop worrying about old. We're gonna stop worrying about looking old. We're gonna not worry about feeling old, and we're gonna also stop worrying. I'm very powerful, and I've decreed this. We're gonna think about oh, I've beaten that to death. I'm so sorry. Flashmorn. Don't get me wrong. I wanted my puppy dog to do it. I didn't want to do it myself. My knees sound like glow sticks, but I never see them glow. So disappointing. Did I pass? That's probably what's going wrong with me, is I'm not using my buttons. Never knew you stream and watching videos on YouTube for a long time. Hope you're having a lovely day. Thanks, Cammy Bear. What can we worry about then? No more worrying. Doesn't do us any good. You can, you're allowed to plan. But once you've been planning for like 20-30 minutes, you gotta do something. If I make these rules for all of us, then maybe I'll actually follow them. Good part about my age is I can say I was born closer to 2000 than 1950. How are we doing, by the way? 7 to 15. Not so great. We need to go a little faster. Why do I need to go faster? I guess I don't. It's 9:30 in the morning. I don't got anywhere to be. Okay. Here's this one. Pet battle speedrun. I keep pressing the auto battle button like that's gonna help, and all it does is switch out my pets because I don't have a strap. Bah. And then some of these. What else did I do? I did some PvP in my days off. I'm not finished my Vicious Mount yet. And I'm not within one stream's distance of it, but I'm closer than I was. Friday and Saturday are BlizzCon streams. This week is the last week of the season, I think. Yeah, this week is the last week of the season. So I think tomorrow, I gotta just queue. We just got a PvP. I need that snail. I'm at 74, I think. Let me see, rated 74. Yeah, so I've made some progress. We are closer than we were. Unfortunately, I've also gained some rating, which is going to make it kind of annoying, but what do you do? Flabby and I have just been grabbing thirds and queuing up, and that is working. And the best thing I can do while I'm doing that is just don't check your progress. Don't check your rating. Don't check your vicious mount bar. Just leave it alone. Take a big, deep breath. Listen to the snappy EDM and just queue. Although I guess if I'm on stream, I'll listen to the snappy in-game music. Snail isn't even that cool. How dare you? Jail. You got Arthas, grats. I thank you. I did get Arthas. I'm quite pleased. That was the main thing I wanted. How could you not? I mean, Izzy Fluffy's probably cold. Make plans for hours on end, but that's what I get paid for. Here's the trick. I'm one of those annoying people. End of sentence. That's the story. I'm one of those annoying people that is actually pretty... I like planning. And I think I can make great plans. I've done a lot of ambient research in my life on goal setting and execution, and prioritization and upstream problem solving, and I've read a lot of books because that's easier than doing things. So planning is good stuff. I'm all over that. It's when it comes to executing the plans and following through that I'm like, ooh, no, sorry, I have a nap scheduled. I've gotta go, like, paint my nails and think about Windows for 4 hours. I can't help you. So maybe I just need to find a thing where I plan things for other people to do. I am not going to BlizzCon. I'm going to stay right here and I'm going to watch the streams. I can stream the streams. I can co-stream. Planning is the easy part? I would disagree that it's easy. I don't think it's easy for everybody. I think that some people must have a harder time figuring out like a solid, effective, manageable plan. I'm holding on to that because I'm trying to give myself something here. Is the mount still instant for you? I think that I've got another 26 minutes in this holiday. It could be somebody else's PA. I could, but they're gonna have to give me a different title that makes me feel important. What if I got a PA and I gave them a title that made them feel important? You are Hazel's puppet master. Checking Hallow's End. Yeah. Hallow's End. Oh, it doesn't end until 11 a.m. So I've got another hour and 26 minutes. Fancy. Streaming when BlizzCon happens? Yeah, I'm gonna co-stream at least the opening ceremonies, or the WoW part of it anyway. I'm gonna co-stream the WoW announcement on the first day, like the what's next, and then the WoW deep dive. I'm probably not gonna do the afternoon. The classic thing. I'll watch it, but I wanna do some things off stream, like in bed. So I'll do that off stream, and yeah, we'll just have like a couple days. I'll be streaming past my schedule probably. We might like dip in and out of the stream and play games otherwise. But yeah, I should be on. How are we doing? We did the 15 pet battles. Win a PvP pet battle with a turkey. Do you think there's a lot of people queuing up with turkeys right now? Do I have any PvP teams? PvP pet battler? No, not anymore. I don't remember what people used to do for PvP pet battles, but like, what if I did just something really, really... What used to be really powerful all by itself? I don't remember. Hang on a second, let me look this up. Permission to co-stream it. No, they've posted a blanket permission on their website. Anybody that would like to is allowed to. I want, WoW Petopia. No, Zufu's Pet Guides. And I want to say PvP pet tier list. Most overpowered pets right now. Oh yeah, Anomalous was one of them. And then, let's also do anything, and then one. Oh, I see the stats maybe? Let's do Anomalous and Twilight, and then a turkey. I don't remember the strat, but that's fine. Poison Protocol. Void Nova. Twilight. And then maybe like a turkey. Pardon me. Sure. Didn't used to have to pay for BlizzCon to watch online? No, that's true. This is the first year they're ever doing all of the streams free. They used to do the esports and typically the opening ceremonies for free, I think, but then the panels and everything used to be paywalled behind the virtual ticket. Want some of my brownies? Ah, it's okay. Thank you, though. Would you be for or against? Oh man, there's no turkey. I wonder if people are gonna be like farming pet battle wins. I wonder if people are gonna be farming pet battle wins. I like don't remember anything off of people that are like running turkeys. I'm just gonna use buttons and hope for the best. Isn't the turkey one PvP only? Yeah, that's what this is. 50k gold for a saddle is obscene. Hi. Hello, Winley. How are you? Good. Happy with that. And then if we can hit him with this, this will stun him, I think. Yeah, the turkey didn't even need to enter gameplay. I hope he didn't need to enter gameplay. He was on the team. That was the brief. Win a PvP pet battle with a turkey. Easy. Done. Oh yeah! Yeah, I forgot about the last BlizzCon in the Plague. That's right. Should count towards the mountain. PvP is PvP. Crinkle's something else. I forgot that one was... I think that pet was named Crinkle before my warrior was named Crinkle. Win a PvP pet battle with your new pet. Oh, I see. That's later with little Frostwing. Alright, well, I can't do that. Feed your pet a snack. Happy pet snack, pet treat, or lesser pet treat. I mean, it's only for 50 points, but now I kind of want to do it. We could give it to Arthas. Let's go to, Oh, never mind. Let's not worry about it. Okay, so I need another 400 points. What else do I want to do here? I mean, I could queue, actually. I could queue. And get some PvP points. Because I also really need... I mean, just any 10 quests. Quests at Grand Experience. I also really need... Vicious Mountain Progress. Weekly crafting quests. Oh, that's easy. Speak to a professional trainer. Weekly crafting quests. Let's do that. That's like 100 points. What will the new pet be? Little Frostwing, apparently. I'm anticipating some kind of an icy whelp situation. 5 raid bosses. I'm not convinced that they're gonna let me get away with old ones this time. I feel like I was doing old raids. And once upon a time, I used to be able to get credit for the trading post for that. But I swear last month or the month before I tried it and it wasn't working. I came back here because I want... Oh yeah, weekly crafting quest. That's right. Oh, I wish that broom could dragon ride. Imagine it's just like... So I am enchanting and I am tailoring. So, Writ of Leech. Do I have the mats for that? Probably not. For Bracer. I always mess up and I do it for Cloak instead. Bracer, Writ of Leech. Oh, I do have the mats for that. That's nice. Okay, there's one. I haven't done any enchanting. I don't know why I have it. Tradition, I guess. She's always been an enchanter, but like, for what? For what? World Quest Week, you can do the weekly World Quest as well and get credit for both. Oh. Wildercloth chef's hats. Well, I can make one. I need more welder thread. Can I make more welder thread? I need another 4 of them. Oh, you unravel it, that's right. Yeah, okay. And the chef's hat does not have to be very good, so that's okay. Good. There's another 100 points. What did you buy from the trading post? Nothing yet. I don't even know what's for sale. I'm trying to fill up my bar first, and then we'll go see. Okie dokie. There are a lot of WoW anniversary stuff here. Dungeons and raids, holidays and events. Day of the Dead. Yeah, it's Day of the Dead. Purchase a contender's outfit. Defeat another player is also a contender. Complete World Quest in a party during World Quest bonus week. Gross. Races home city. Any races? Like, do I have to go back to Ironforge? I guess I can go poke around. Let's go back to Stormwind. Quest the Grateful Dead. Darkmoon races. Ugh. Moonkin Festival. Mounts are ace this month. Alright, I've lost it. We're going to poke around. Well, it said races home city, so maybe there must be something in Ironforge. Let's go. Let's go take a look. Can go Boralus first. And then Ironforge. I did get the Kyrian set. I scraped the last anima this morning on stream. I did a couple of missions, of all things, to get the rest of the anima for it. And then I figured I had to wear it because I... It's not like I put a ton of work in, but, you know, we had to go find the anima. I don't think it starts until 10. Oh, good idea. Good point. Begins at 10 a.m. You're right. I have 15 minutes. All right. Well, what else do I want to do for 15 minutes? I mean, I could take a... What are you doing? I could take a short break, I suppose. Okay, I have a plan. 1 second. I will be right back, and then after that, I have a delicious and delightful and very exciting plan for how I'm going to A, kill some time, and B, get some Trader's Tender. And also work on the Vicious Mount. It's a triple whammy. Look how pretty. All right, BRB. Alright, I have a vault to open. And then we gotta get fired up. Hello! Hello, 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 hello. Okay, alright. I want to see if I got any transmog in my vault. I don't feel like there's that much transmog left for me to get, because failing that I can get a socket. I did, I think, enough PvP in this character this week to earn, yeah, so she's got 3 options. She has the appearances of all of them, so I'm taking a socket that I'm gonna really get my money's worth out of for these last, like, 2 days of the season, or not 2 days, but, you know, the last week of the season. So give me, no, not that, not that. Give me one of these. Helms, necks, bracers, belts, or rings. So I'm pretty sure bracers, belt, and rings are all unsocketed for me. We're gonna do bracers. I'm gonna buy a gem. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna buy myself one of these bad boys. A Zen Nelthorite? Keen Nelthorite? What's a Zen Nelthorite do? Is it first? Zen Nelth? Yeah, Mastery Verse. Yeah, give me one of those. And then, this is gonna be really, really, really good. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well, how are you? Oh, I think the ad just, I don't think you can see. Started playing WoW again. Welcome back to the game. I've got this one. Good, alright. So my gear is about as good as it's gonna be getting. And I'm going to basically give you lead. We can do... So here's where I'm at. This is one thing that I want. I would like a snail. I am 74% of my way to doing it. And if we win 3's games, then we can make progress in that. So we want that. I'm not too fussed about the rating. If anything, the higher it goes, the harder the games get, which is not ideal, but what are you gonna do? Honor is good. I'm trying to go into next season as close to honor cap as I can without actually being capped, because last season, and I don't know if they're gonna do this to us again, but last season they did this really rude thing where they made it so you had to grind honor gear again mid-expansion, which they didn't used to do. And I didn't have any honor because I'd spent it all because I thought they were going to reset it. But last season they did not reset honor and they needed you to... I had to grind more, basically. So this season I'm going to try and learn from that. And then they can flip-flop it on me again and prank me. But I'm going to save the honor going in. But I don't want to get to cap, so I'll spend it off if I get close to that. I'm pretty close to having all the Conquest Transmog. I bought the last couple pieces I needed for the appearance set. I am now... It's a really nice set, too. It looks really pretty. So that's the elite set that I'm wearing. But I bought the last pieces I needed for the regular conch set. I wonder what will happen with the Medal of Honor. That'll go away, this thing right here. So what I need to do for that is I need to go fly myself to... I think it's the Waking Shores I'm currently working on for Tour of Duty. I need to fly, turn on war mode, and yeah, go learn that one, and then maybe like one more in the Waking Shores, and then that'll finish that achievement. Maybe I'll get another one today. Although I haven't really been doing any solo shuffle. But we're just looking for some nice, easy, straightforward chill games. I'm probably not gonna do voice. We're just gonna press some buttons and hope for the best. Got my first duelist this past Sunday. Oh, congratulations! That's fantastic. New druid customizations? Yeah, they're coming out with a new patch next week. They look awesome. They look really good. Finished my DK unlock, then 1.8 on all classes. Whoa. That's really cool. I am... There was something else I wanted. What else did I want? Druid stuff, Medal of Honor, duelist, 2s, no, 3s. I have a bunch of Marks of Honor. I could go buy another weapon cache. I bought an Ouroboros one on stream recently, but I've got another 80. Started new tunes since I haven't played in a while. Nice. That's the way to go. I always like starting fresh. Do I still have my old transmog saved? I'm gonna keep wearing this one because I like this set, but do I still have... Yeah, that's my best work. That is my finest work. That's my favorite my favorite set to transmog outfit to wear on this particular character. Whenever I'm not wearing current season anyways. She's got her eyes covered because that's how I play. She's got some like cataclysm shoulders. She's got like a big belt that gives her like kind of like a belly button to hip sash, and then she's got like the old kilt, like a Warlord's era polearm with the one achievement enchant on it that I did, and then I don't know if the gloves are important actually. How easy is Resto Druid? Depends on what you're trying to do. It's benefits and downsides. I like Resto Druid because you don't have to cast very much unless you need to. So if you're stressed about kicks, you can just kind of do most of your healing with instant cast and not worry about it. You also have some very powerful tools to be mobile and to avoid polymorph and hex in that you can shapeshift them. The downside of that is you have to be paying attention. You have a very short window to shapeshift if somebody's trying to poly or hex you. And I'd almost rather that I didn't have that option because then I wouldn't worry about it. Want a brain dead healer? I would pick something else. I don't think Resto Druid's ever been quite at brain dead status. I don't know if any PvP healer would be described as brain dead, but I think there are easier ones or more straightforward and simpler ones to play than our Druid. Now, if you're talking for PvE, then I don't know. Resto Druid more proactive. I think that being proactive with Hotson and our Druid is a great way to run yourself out of mana. I don't know if I would advise that. It depends on like what you're like. Yeah, if you're in a match and you can see that someone is setting up to both CC you and also like lay in their burst, and you know you don't have a trinket or anything like that, and you can hot them in advance, that's good, but most of the time you're just going to do that with like your overgrowth anyway. How is it having to burst heal in a Resto Druid? It's good if you set it up properly. You can get very strong throughput going if you have all of your hots, especially if... So you're using this photosynthesis talent where if you're life blooming yourself, your heals are going to all heal 20% faster. And you also are running the thing where you can life bloom 2 targets at once. So you can have your life bloom and your life bloom stacks from focused growth. This is all PvP, by the way. You'll have your life bloom stacks on somebody with focused growth. And then you top 1 on yourself, and all of a sudden all of your hots in them are healing 20% faster. You can also layer that with your adaptive swarm. You can use a Send Ward to put that big Send Ward hot on them. And then if you Swift Bend, you've got one of these talents or another is going to make your Swift Bend extend. Yeah, Verdant Infusion is going to make your Swift Bend extend the duration of your hots by 12 seconds. And Send Word was only 6.8 seconds to begin with. So getting an extra 12 on it's crazy. So you always want to be trying to, if possible, have the Send Word hot up, Swift Bend to extend it, and you're just doing like big throughput. The problem is it takes some setup, so you have to kind of, I don't know, pay attention. It's hard for me. I don't always do it. Meant to be a more front-loading healer spec? It's a good question. I don't know. I don't think about it all that much. I wouldn't say that I analyze it. I don't feel like that's done me very much good. I'm not a theory crafter and I never have been. I will skim a guide once a season or once a patch or whatever. I will maybe take a look at logs if I see something I need to improve or if I feel like I could be doing better to figure out something to do better. But then you just play. You just got to do it. I can't get too caught in my head about it. How excited are you for the next patch in a week? Pretty excited. It's like a lot going on with the patch and the raid and BlizzCon. Also learning Resto Druid for 10.2. Sucks at Mythic Plus. I made it. Aw. That sucks people are being rude to you, Jake. That's no good. Oh, yeah. Alright. We got a warrior. We're playing Turbo. Hey. You gotta play cool. So. So what is your Roman Empire? Thing I think about all the time? Or once a week or whatever? Something one of my raid team's healers mentioned. Oh. Want to be excited. Gonna be too busy with my new book releasing that day. Oh, fancy. And the other thing is that in PvP, oh, I didn't check to see if there's weeklies. I should have gotten this, but we can get points for honor. We can get points for winning arena if we win 10 of them. 10's a big ask, but it would be great. So those two at least. That's 400 points, which is enough to finish it if we can do that. Now, that's a lot. That's a lot of honor. I don't know if I'm going to do that like today on stream, but I'm going to give it a go. How many hertz is your monitor? Not very many. Not recommended. Not enough. 60. 60. It's enough to play games at 60 FPS and to be able to see all those frames, but it means that if I have VSync on, it caps me at 30, and I hate myself. Do not buy a 60 hertz monitor for gaming unless that is your only option. I prioritized resolution for this monitor.
Cyclone. Incarnation Kitty. Power infusion. Cyclone. 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 Cyclone.
My fear deer is probably up yet. That's okay, they layered it. Oh, and I think they also killed somebody. I think that's... Sometimes hunters feign death, and it, like, gets me. I'm like, are they dead? Do they mean it? Die and mean it last time. I missed last master the time ways. Oh, no. Cash, if you ever figure that out and you can tell me how to fix it, then be my guest. It's really annoying. HI, thank you for the 39-month resub. My 2.5 contribution to get you out of bed every day. We talked about this a few days ago. Otherwise, it sounds really bad. But then again, it's me. Am I overthinking this message? Well, on the one. My $2.50 contribution. Oh, yeah. I think I remember. Where do you get the soothing announcement sounds? That's Gladiator Lhasa. It's its own add-on that calls out. It calls out a lot of stuff by default. So one thing I recommend for it is to go into the settings and turn off everything but the most important things that you want to know about. So for me, that's active cast CC and then like big DPS cooldowns. I want to know if someone's trying to clone me, and I want to know if someone's popped, like, you know, Pillar of Frost. I also recommend Omnibar, and I use Gladius. Omnibar is great for tracking. You can use it to track offensives too and see, like, oh, they're going to have their DPS cooldown up in, like, 30 seconds or whatever. I mostly use it to track kicks and be like, hey, I fake casted their kick. Now I can, like, seeing whether or not I'm able to free cast. And then Gladius is just... I don't know. I feel naked without it. I don't even know what I use it for. Trinkets? Something. Now the trick is even when you win, you cannot check your progress. Otherwise, it's gonna seem really slow. You just have to play. Keep the fingies warm. Get the mojo going. Was going to be on the one hand, and then I discussed with myself if I'm overthinking, and I cut off at the other half for comedic effect. You get it? What was ever? Fancy. Anglerfish. Owie. Owie. That hurt. Mongoose J, thank you for the 9-month resub. PvP sure seems faster if you don't do 6 rounds at a time. Yeah, it really, the solo shuffle math for Vicious Mount does not really check out. The fact that you have to do 6 rounds and that if you have to win 3 of them in order to get any credit, it's not even, because like even if you win 2 or 1, you don't get any credit for those ones that you won. And you only have to win 80 games of regular 3s, 80 games of regular 3s to get your whole bar. And you would have to win more solo shuffle rounds than that. Not like queue sessions, not like 6 session rounds, but you'd have to win more of the regular ones. 3x the XP for the mount if you win and shuffle. You get... I don't know how many shuffle wins it takes to fill the bar. The point system is like weird. There's partial percents because it's not just like a flat 1% or 2% for a thing. The trick is you have to just not worry about it too much and just play. People that just PvP because they like it or whatever, just get them. And it's not a thing. It's not a problem. It's only if you're like hyper fixated on the bar that it will drive you crazy. So we're just not going to worry about it. We're going to have fun. I'm going to cyclone somebody. I don't know who. We'll find out. It'll be exciting. Yeah, so my thinking is that my monitor says it's 60 hertz and it's actually running 59, and that's why it's fracturing down to 30. I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix that. I've looked through the settings. Hazel and PvP? Yeah, it happens from time to time. I'm trying to get my Vicious mount before the season ends, and I'm also kind of trying to get Trader's Post credit, although you have to do like a lot to get Trader's Post credit. You have to earn quite a bit. But if I can do both of those, that would finish up my Trader's Post. And I mean, we got time. We got time.
Nullifying Shroud. Nullifying Shroud.
So that's a Dev Evoker and a Mistweaver Monk.
Avatar. Dragon Range.
I don't know which of my add-ons is doing that. It happens every now and then. I tried to greed trinket. Just to, stun the healer. I should probably move some of my keybinds around. They get me into trouble.
Avatar.
Ha ha hee. Oh. More often at the end of the season, normally a week before season ends. Yep, that's me. Hey, hi. Should roll a completely new to me class spec, just force myself to use that for PvP. I have that daydream every now and then where I'm like, what if I just roll something I don't know how to play and I just press random buttons and then be like 1300 and then revel in my glory. And I like, you can role play and you can talk to all your pugs and you can be like, fear not. The Borkinator is here, like whatever your name is. And just pretend like you think you're just like the best, and then you just press anything and it would be very fun. What if I play Demon Hunter in PvP? So many mounts and trading posts, not enough tokens. Good name. Good name. Borkinator has to be a Worgen, right? Some kind of a Worgen. It's a Worgen hunter, and it's got two pets, and they're both named Bork. Bork and the Borkinator. Listen, no one ever said I was original. Classes I haven't played. Monk, Shaman, Death Knight. Joined a 2300 solo shuffle lobby. The heels asked how to get rating and full PvE gear. Sometimes, I mean, it could be just someone messing around. But, sometimes in solo shuffle, they're so pressed for healers that they end up taking a pair of healers that are way lower rated and sticking them into a game that's way too high for them. Just because that's the only way to make any matches happen. And you'll be like, the two healers will be like, hey, how's it going? And then like meanwhile the DPS are all like in the 40 chess matrix, like planning 14 moves ahead, and I'm like, I'm gonna cast a Cyclone. Oh no, they kicked me. You know, like it's a completely different game. But both healers are like the same level of oh, I've tabbed out. Both healers are the same level of rated. I'm gonna take that off is what I'm gonna do.
Nullifying Shroud.
Oh, they tag me. They want me? I hate it when they want me. It's because I'm not very good at getting trained.
Sleepwalk.
Uh-oh, Flappy danger. Flappy's in danger. Haha, I made him run really far. He has regrets about that. They can still do things. It's annoying. Oh, somebody finally kicked me.
Sleepwalk.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Sleepwalk.
It's okay, DR's gonna be up, and I heard a lust sound.
Blistering scales.
My positioning is not so good. This person is very easily avoiding my cyclones. They are not trying very hard, and it's working very well. They're not hodging me, and I wonder why. Not my problem.
Nullifying Scales. Sleepwalk. Nullifying Shroud. Nullifying Shroud.
Oh, they killed somebody. Good job, guys. You ever tunnel your bars so hard that you cannot tell when someone dies? my exact experience every time I've done PvP this spec. Finished this yesterday, got my snail. She would have waited 1 day to get the honor for the trading post. She'd introduce no healer 2s. Oh, for shuffle? Or just in general, because you can do no healer 2s. I guess you it's, you know, you can play whatever you want. One person dies, game over. Yeah. And it's almost always that way in 3s too. It's just every now and somebody decides to be stubborn for a little bit. You get all these residue sacks and they're kind of like for nothing. I don't need them right now. Next season that'll be better because I'll actually be able to use flight stones and crests to upgrade my PvP gear to have a higher PvE item level, whereas this season they wanted you to use honor for that, and it's kind of like, why would I do that with honor when I could buy transmog with honor? And my gear is gonna be just as good in PvP no matter what, so like, you know, I'm gonna save my marks and I'm gonna buy something. I wonder which weapon caches I should go back and look for. There must be some good ones. Usually meant pet farming or hardcore, or that one time did the PTR raid. Yeah, we do a fair amount of different things. I go through phases. Like, I'll usually have a thing, like hardcore, like, you know, pet collecting or, you know, whatever. And I'll do mostly that for like a couple of weeks, and then I'll kind of move on to something else. We bounce around between a lot of things. The only things I really don't do in WoW is I don't really role play. I'm not a big RPer. I don't mythic raid. What else do I not do? Play melee? Collect tabards. Flashbacks of Karazhan Tuesdays. My best Pharaoh lessons in BFA was locked behind PvP. I was so angry. Learned the Midnight Farm route in there from watching your stream. Man, I learned that route with a lot of backtracking and mistakes. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. You betcha. And then you forgot it again. Yeah. Listen, there's not enough room in the noodle to be keeping old sauces on the shelf. I mean, would you not still have a 50-50 chance of winning in 6v6s and 1v1? Like, it's... I feel like I've missed something. Oh man, that still decks you. I feel like I can dispel UA, but it's like not a good idea. Hurts, man.
So rod. Rod.
Oh,
Nice.
my Dior! Man! I had big plans for a Cyclone. I'll get over it.
Shadow
Probably wasn't even
Fury.
gonna get it anyway. Watch myself. Watch me mess up my own DR all by myself now just to karma for complaining. Ooh, that was a good channel. .3.
Sol rod.
Oh! Not me and forgetting to
Sol
count.
rod. Fear. Hex.
Name a more iconic duo. Right now.
Shadow Fury. Shadow Fury. Shadow Fury.
I'm gonna get myself moitered. But I might be able to pull the lock out of position.
Hex.
I don't know where he is. I can't
Salvan.
spell him. I lose track of people. It's lightning lasso. Oh, I'm out of mana. Alright, well, I can, use, oh, I was in Mind Games.
Salrod.
If I can just, like, get enough, I can buy a little time.
Power Infusion. Hex.
Because I just don't have enough mana left.
Shadow Fury.
I don't want to go for a drink. I'm not good at it anyway.
Shadow Fury.
I'm not good at it, and it doesn't work. And I got nothing left in the tank.
Ascendance.
Yeah, I think we just have to, queue again. Pikachu Pacabra 27, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. What's the new top training post reward this month? If you fill the bar, you get a weapons cache. They've got some weapon transmogs. How do you guys feel about them? I think the staff was kind of cool. I saw the Wowhead article on this. I thought the staff was kind of cool looking, but like, it didn't, nothing like made me super excited. I'm mostly filling the bar to get tender to spend on other stuff. Do I know what a Chupacabra is? No. I think maybe some kind of an Oogie Boogie. Like a spooky. Like a... Boo! Want to reset the game after a long break, but can't bring myself to do it, should I? I mean, if your heart is telling you not to, then maybe there's something to that. Not that exciting. Not excited for them, basically. Kind of manless the staff whispers like Xalatath. Yeah. I think I might... Like transmog sets, pets, and mounts better. Yeah, I like the costumey transmog sets. Pets and mounts are always good. Heart of Azeroth Swords brings back the pain. Excited for the mounts since I don't have them. Yeah, I don't have them either. This is the Zevra. That I feel like I gotta do that. I feel like you gotta do that. Well, I might do that. I like the look of it. I want to track this so that I can keep an eye on how close I am. But in my life, whenever I have tracked a trading post reward, even if I untrack it later, I'm cursing myself to have that automatically retracted for like weeks. Weeks and weeks. Like it never goes away. It keeps coming back. Mummy Pet was adorable. The rest was kind of meh. No, it's exactly the same as the old recruiter friend Zevra. It's just another chance at it for people that didn't get it. Like 4 weeks? I don't know if it goes away at the end of the thing. I was trying to think of that, and then I realized I did not know. I did not know. Genghis Chad. Oh dear. Okay. What do I want to do here?
Metamorphosis.
That was actually a really good, ring. That ring stopped me up for a long time. Flappy must have walled. I didn't check, but he must have done.
List.
Do, 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 do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Metamorphosis.
Gotta love some good brass.
Metamorphosis.
Oh, I missed. That's embarrassing.
Blistering scales.
Go for it. I can count. No. I could for a second. For a moment.
Blistering scales.
Oh, I'm still drinking. They missed. Also, we won, so it didn't really matter. But like, look, I got my mana back. I did it. Ay, ay, ay.
The Hunt.
Scroll of Resurrection. Oh yeah. Tracking does persist after the month. I had to look up on the forums a way to clear it. Did you find something? Is there like a script you do or something? That's a lot of trees. Hey look, I got on a level 96. I must get something cool for 100, right? That sounds true. Guessing the expansion pre-purchase will have tenders. What did I want to say? I wanted to see what I get for honor level 100. At 100, you get the title reward, the Unstoppable Force. Is that me? Am I the Unstoppable Force? What you working on? Trader's Tender / Vicious Mount. I'm kind of chipping away at this Vicious War Snail bar. It's the last week to do it. It's the last week of the season. I would love to finish it, so I'm queuing up some threes to try and work on that. Oh yeah. The Unstoppable Horse. Would you let us check? Yeah, we're at 79%. We started today at 74, so we're up 5% for what we've done so far. It is much better than Solo Shuffle. It's dramatically faster. You replace a file in a saved variable area for each character. Less bad than it sounds. Take a break. Yeah, I took a short one before we started queuing. You do get the Horde version as well. Yes, they will both be added to your collection. It's pretty fancy. Last week of the season. Yeah, patch is next Tuesday. This upcoming Tuesday, right? Yeah, that's patch week. That's patch week, so this is the last week of the season. This is your last chance at Mythic Plus rewards. What's our Season 2 reward? Mythic Keystone Master. Maybe it's just my hubris talking, but I feel like Shadowlands... No, not Shadowlands. Battle for Azeroth, Keystone Master, Dragonflight, Keystone Master Season 2. This thing. It's your last chance at this thing. But I feel like a lot of people that wanted that, I guess if you're just finding out about it very late stage, then you'd be in a last minute rush to queue enough keys to get that. But it seems like a lot of people that were working on it would have had it by now, I think. Although I guess you could say that about the Vicious Mountain. Clearly, I'm still scrambling. Got a new computer after replacing my 10-year-old laptop. Oh my god, playing on it feels so much more satisfying. I'm actually crying. Congratulations. And Janahita with a 44-month resub. Thank you very much. Hi Hazel, happy half off candy day. Hope you and everyone are doing well. Thank you very, very, very much. Oh, appreciate it. I had like a craving for candy last night because I guess it was Halloween and I thought, was there a queue? I don't think there was a queue. Whoa. Yeah, I had a brief craving for Halloween candy, but then it passed, and this morning I was like, you know, I do feel much better than I would have had I eaten candy. I've had a couple of things in the last week where I was like wanting sugar, and then for whatever reason I didn't do it. Like I just couldn't, like I wanted tiramisu, but then they were out of it, and then I went, okay, never mind. And I feel like I'm probably better off for it. Do any of the Day of the Dead stuff? There's not that much to do. There's a couple of things you can do for Trader's Tender. There's a dragon riding saddle that you can buy for 50k gold. I haven't decided if I'm going to purchase it. I do not know. That's kind of expensive. I have the gold. I'm just stingy. Hmm. Yeah, it should be another half hour of Headless Horseman, at least for North America. What is the gold for, if not this? Battle Net balance? Pork didn't hesitate. It's just because it's dragon riding customizations. I feel like I'm putting those in the same mental category as soul shapes, where it's like a cool cosmetic thing that's totally collectible, but it feels expansion specific. I think that dragon riding mechanics are going to last a long time, but I got enough stuff to collect without going out of my way to try to get all of the customizations. I'm never going to use them all. I barely ever recustomize my dragon anyways. Oh, sure. Holding trinket in case I get blown.
Avenging Wrap.
That would be it. The blounding. Oh, I always forget they can do that again now. Am I hungry? That's the problem with oatmeal, man. Ooh, that was a fast drinky. They got me again. Oh, Flabby's in trubs. Big bubble troubles. Oh, they killed people though. Good job. Wow, would you look at that? I helped. Right? Right, guys? What's in half an hour? End of Headless Horseman. End of Headless Horseman. I love the transmog. Oh, I thank you. You be a BlizzCon? I know be a BlizzCon. It's a Hazeless BlizzCon. Everybody else go. Have fun. I'll be here. I'll stream. Not traveling this year. Found something very funny today. Doing weekly LFR Jaina kill for a chance at Gmod. Somehow killed her in the transition to P2. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I'm not gonna travel and be there this year. I bet it'll be fun. Make a BlizzCon command for the next 2 days. It might occur to people, it might be like implicit if you see me streaming from here. I guess maybe somebody thinks I'm gonna like take my helicopter off of the jet pad, hop a Concorde, take a bullet train, zoom down there real quick, but it may become apparent that I have not traveled and that I am not at BlizzCon because I am within my room surrounded by purple lights and plushies. Oh, I got it. Oh! Sorry. Everything's fine. I really need to find a better way to make that. It'll be fine if we don't wiggle. I just wanted to turn my lights on again. That's all. I have one of my stream lights mounted on an extremely broken tripod. And I should probably buy a non-broken tripod to mount it on or something. Or mount it on the desk. I can't mount it on that side. I mean, I guess I could try. I've never tried. I used to have that side of the stream lit by my hydroponics indoor growing herb garden, but I've torn that down because it got the buggies.
Power infusion.
I hate balance trees.
Metamorphosis.
You like it's Pink Ranger. It's not a chance that's actually Pink Ranger. Oh, or if it is, I'm in trouble.
Metamorphosis.
I wonder why they did that.
Metamorphosis.
Soaker trees!
Metamorphosis. The Hunt. Power infusion.
This is gonna be one of those things.
Metamorphosis.
I'm gonna go out of the Manus.
The Hunt.
I'm gonna get it. Boo-boo. When people stream at BlizzCon? The one time I did it, it was a pre-set up desk that was already there and ready to go, and you would just log into your... You would log into your Twitch account, you would log into your regular account, they had it all ready to go.
Metamorphosis.
What if everyone needed to do hard mode? Then it was actually 20%. I might be on the road on a green screen. Low-level Mechano Monk to help people squeeze in a few more tries for Headless Horseman. They could go quick, reach dungeon lockout. Oh, man. Had them out for 13 years, was just farming for the pet and saddle. Didn't get either with over 90 attempts. Oh. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry that happened. There's no shot. That is how Twitch chat works. Someone was streaming from BlizzCon, but with a green screen of their normal setup. Oh, that's funny. I think that's clever. I don't know if I would ever get back to like traveling more often. I guess it would depend on what's, you know, what it's for and why it is and how much time I have to spend away from Mr. Moosey. Can you cage Arfis? No, Arfis is not cageable. Speaking of Mr. Moosey, he's bigger today than he was yesterday. I swear I wake up in the morning and I see him and I give him his morning hug. And I'm like, you're larger. What's happened? Where is my Moosey? This one is bigger. Am I buying the 50k saddle? I want to say no. Yeah, I'm going to say no. No, I'm not going to buy it. I don't know why I put Day of the Dead stuff. I guess I didn't know what Day of the Dead stuff there was when I put that in the title, because I guess I'm not doing any of it. He is not 100 pounds yet. I took his current weight and his current age and I punched it into a much more puppy calculators to try and predict how big he's going to get, because like every time I see another puppy, I'm like, well, how old is that one? And then I'm like trying to like gauge. I don't know. I think he's going to be a big boy. I think he's going to have a big frame anyways. He's in his tail era right now, which is to say that his tail is growing in length weirdly fast and disproportionately to the rest of his body. I was looking at his Halloween pictures and I'm like, yo, your tail's long, dude. Calculators have a big range, but they were putting him anywhere between 90 and 110 pounds fully grown. But it's tough for them to predict because he's not just one breed. He's not just one breed. German Shepherds don't really get that big, but he's only 24% German Shepherd. And the rest of it's like a real mix. Some of them are smaller dogs and some of them are bigger dogs. It's a bit up to, that isn't that big of a range. Yeah. But what if it's wrong and he's just going to be like a nice little 75 pounds? Because what if he just finishes growing and then early and then he's like, okay, all done. Thought you were going to say 70 to 150. Hi, Hazel. Hi. How you doing? Connecting to chat? What do you mean? Oh, disconnected from Twitch chat. I saw a house on the real estate market that I could almost afford. And it was 100 years old. And it was like kind of far away. But like, they probably have internet there. I could drive to visit family. I think you can get groceries. And it had a yard with a tree. It was just, you'd have to take a look and see what the internet situation is like, what the power situation is like. Because, yeah, it's been, you know, some things have happened to it since 1923. But, like, which things? And when? I saw a house I could afford. It was condemned. Oh, tree. It was a fenced yard with a tree. It was cute, actually. A lot of the really old houses, I see them and I'm just like, well, that's haunted. That's spooky and I don't like it. But it actually, I liked the layout of it. I liked the bones of it. It wasn't huge, but I don't need huge. And it wasn't super crazy tiny either. It wasn't one of these things that has like the matchstick hallways. Factor in upkeep of the house too. Yeah, but like the gap between that and the other houses is like $300,000. And you can do a lot of upkeep for $300,000. I don't know what kind of a tree it was. Source lived in a 100-year-old house once. Sounds like a huge heating bill. But how big can the heating bill be? If, A, the house isn't that big. Secondly, it's probably full of asbestos. And thirdly, you just, tack a heat pump on this side. Probably a reason for that gap. Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere and it's 100 years old. Listen, I can't afford to be picky. I could afford to be picky if I worked harder. I wonder if that's possible. I wonder if there's a world in which that actually happens, or if I've just been lying to myself for 10 years. Houses from 1910, fully renovated since 08. Took a few years to get it all done, but the final results feel good. Is the ghost that haunts there hot? Asking the real questions. Older wooden houses, heat leaks right out of the walls. Well, if you have a better idea, I'm all ears. What if it works like you would with a PA? Re-insulate the walls is the best bet. Yeah. Get a huge loan now and then you have to make more money. The funny thing is they don't typically give you huge loans if you don't already make enough money to afford them. Banks, at least here, they have like this little gremlin that lives inside of them that goes, I don't know. Back in so-and-so year, turned out a lot of people couldn't pay their loans, and it was an oopsie-whoopsie. So they really like to know that you can afford it before they give it to you. Party poopers, I know, right? Why won't they let you just take on crippling and unsustainable amounts of debt? Give it. I mean, even if it like leaked and it had spiders and it had ghosts, but if I bought it and it was mine, that's pretty cool. Plus it had a yard with a tree and a fence.
Chaos Power infusion. Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt.
I'm not gonna buy it, obviously, but I'm just daydreaming.
Chaos bolt.
Usually I daydream about houses I can't afford, so this is like a nice change for me.
Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt. Shadow Fury.
I'm going to sit. I'm going to do something greedy,
Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt.
Greedy.
Chaos bolt.
I should check once in a while with my eyeballs to see where my
Chaos
teammates are, because I don't know.
Fear. Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt. Shadow Fury. Chaos bolt.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I shall chop you into meat. That. You know, you can't keep chopping, that's rude, but you know, just like a little chop. Easiest and fastest way to get vicious mounts. Pug 3s. Play the most Mongo Wombo Zerg comp you can possibly think of. Just grab some melee, roid them out. Get them to dual wield their energy drinks and just queue. How many ghosts for a house to be full of them? Depends on how big the ghosts are. They could be your spiders. Make friends with ghost problem solve. Did you think any more about depleting your gold stores before the X-Pack, even if they announce player housing for gold? I don't think they would make player housing a huge gold sink. I think that, yeah, if they're going to be like, Hazel, 2 mil or no house, then yeah, I'm probably going to save some gold. But like, I think what they would do is Hazel house for free, golden snail 2 mil to put on your pillow at night. And then I would be like, okay, I'm going to start that from scratch. Okay, I'll bolt. Got back from the dentist. Oh, boo-boo. That sucks. Finished the trading post bar already? I'm doing PvP for points. PvP for points, and then also for vicious mount points. We're up to 81%. Look at me making progress. Gotta warm up the thingies. Vicious mount wise, we're in 2,000 of 7,500 honor, but 6 out of 10 of the non-skirmish matches. Maybe if we get 10 of these, I can find something else to do for like 100 points. Genuinely just complete any 10 quests. Or like 2 dragon riding quests, that would do it. That would be easy. He's so close. I'd pay 2 mil for the golden snail. I feel like they actually added a golden snail once, and then that went my theory. It's gambling. The discipline priest.
Cyclone. Power infusion. Cyclone.
Ha ha ha. I have help.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
That was actually not an awful opener. Kind of happy with that. Okay, now I'm gonna get CC'd, but like...
Cyclone.
I feel like we got some stuff.
Berserk.
I'm gonna use my bark. That's their go.
Cyclone.
At least that's the one go. I'm gonna get feared. It's just a baby one. I'm gonna see if I can juke a kick would be nice.
Cyclone.
Because now they don't have the hunter kick at least. We can do that. Still don't have the hunter kick. Get a re, and then maybe a third. And then I'm gonna actually clone the hunter low.
Cyclone.
That was on me. Yeah, so this is nice where they're just pressuring one target very consistently because it lets me use all of my hots and powers and stuff to just like truck healing into one target. Sometimes it's still not enough, and if they're like bothering me or like CCing me at all, you can fall behind very quickly. But that's a much easier profile to heal than split damage. Should be a game designer. You should. It's a manga group of thing. I was in a group with that name a bit ago. It's gamer shorthand for all go, no breaks. No brain, only damage, that kind of thing. Realistically, 10% an hour with your current win rate? Yeah, the win rate can't hold up forever is the thing. We're kind of stretching it out by picking up fresh rated characters for the third. But the more you win, the higher your MMR is going to get and the harder the games are going to get, because you tend to push a bit. So every time we queue, we pick a new person out of LFG, and I think we typically just pick someone who doesn't have any rating yet. Somebody doing like a last season push or like just trying to conquest cap or something. Although you can't conquest cap, I don't think. Can you read my question? I need help. I don't see it. Hang on. Character creation. How do I change my character after that? Locked into something I don't like. Barbershop. Unless you're on classic. If you're on classic, then you're hooped. But if you're on retail, you go to the barbershop. You can customize everything. Oh, thanks, Crazy Eye. Miss Weaver's actually going to be good next patch. I'm so happy. Wrath Classic is a barbershop too. But do they let you change like your face and your skin and your body type and stuff? They let you change all kinds of stuff in retail now. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. They're a barber, not a surgeon. They're a barber and a surgeon. Isn't that like the old piece of trivia about why barbershops had the poles that were like the red and white swirlies? The red was something about blood and surgery.
Avatar.
I'm just gonna like do that. We don't need to play that Avatar.
Avenging Wrath.
Or at least we can peel a little bit of time off of it.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
The other nice thing about queuing pre-made 3s is because I am not in with random classes, I don't have to play with pet classes if I don't want to, which means that I don't have that problem with my keybinds, my scroll
Avenging
wheel.
Wrath. Cyclone.
It's not the game working improperly, it's my fingers going too far, I get too excited.
Avatar.
Tree form. Interesting. Maybe it's somebody else like me who didn't get the memo about the season. Baby fears. So I'm actually in really good shape to go look for CC because like I can't get cloned, I don't think.
Cyclone.
Or I should be like really DR'd for it. I'm also very stun DR'd now.
Avenging Wrath.
I am very So I'll use that. The trick with Innervate is to remember to use it before you need it, when you need to actually do like big throughput and use it to save yourself from like a super spendy situation. Buy yourself some time so that you have it when you need it.
Avatar.
This could be trouble. Bubble trouble.
Avenging Wrath. Cyclone. Cyclone.
I actually don't mind getting cloned right now because it's not like I can afford to heal. We got nothing. Nothing. Nothing in the tank. Drinking. No. Hi. Earn Trader's Tender during Day of the Dead. You know exactly how. You gotta put on one of the combat costume toys and fight somebody else for one of them, and then there's some kind of a quest that you can do for 100 Tender for another one. Gotta make some gold for the Day of the Dead armor. Whoops. It is a nice looking one. It's pretty cool. I have 11. I think in another 200 conquest I can buy my last piece of transmog weapon. There's a dagger that I could use. So we have PvP wise. 7 of 10. So if we can get 3 more wins, I'll get 200 traders points. That's the barbershop. I always mix up the barbershop door and the PvP one. How do you stay so calm? I tend to rage when something goes wrong. I've played so much over the years that my feelings lost their nerve endings. And I no longer care as much as I did. It's good old-fashioned apathy. I used to be very concerned about it. I used to be very worried. I wasn't ragey. I would get very emo, basically. I would get very hung up on the idea that I was letting my teammates down, that I wasn't good enough. Every mistake would just feel like a dagger in the heart. And I was identifying with it very strongly. I really wanted to be a good player. So anytime I did anything that didn't match with that image of myself, it was just shattering. And over time, I think I've just chilled a little bit. I still feel like that sometimes, but I think I've just spent long enough that I'm no longer worried that anybody's gonna, be friends with me or not be friends with me or want to hang out with me or not based on how well I'm landing cyclones. We're all good. Which earphones do you use? These are Bose Sound Sports. I don't think they're great for this. I mean, they're good for what I'm doing, which is I just want to have one wireless earbud in while I'm streaming so I can hear sound, but still hear myself talk and also not be plugged in. I wouldn't use them for like gaming all the time or anything. They're probably better for working out. Don't tell me you realized it was a game after all. But what really matters? Like, what is a game? What isn't a game? Slowly trying to get over it, still very shy. It's hard, and it's not something that that just like goes away overnight no matter what kind of epiphany you have, unfortunately. I used to tell myself, the thing that helped me was I remembered when I was in music tutoring as a youth, and I was really nervous about solos, and my mentor said, Hazel, you're gonna have 100 awful solos. You're gonna stand up and everyone's gonna be listening to you and you're gonna sound like garbage. And you're going to do that, not just once or twice, you're going to do it 100 times. You have to do it 100 times if you want to do any good ones. You got to get them out, you got to go do it, and after 70 or 80 of them, you're not going to worry about it so much anymore because it's not going to be new. So when I was, don't get me wrong, I flunked out of music university. Well, I didn't flunk out, I got depressed and went home. But, that story didn't work out well, but the lesson kind of stuck in that when I got into PvP back in 2015 or whatever, I told myself I'm going to lose 10,000 games, or I'm going to play 10,000 games. I'm not allowed to get mad at myself for being bad until I have played 10,000 games, because the people I'm comparing myself against have been playing a lot longer than me. They have a lot more experience, and until I have caught up, it's not fair for me to be down on myself about being bad or whatever. So I told myself, I'm just going to keep playing, and I'm going to grind out 10,000 games, and then we will see whether or not I actually suck. And I told myself I was going to play 10k games in that season or expansion. I didn't quite do it then, but I did eventually, I think, get there over time across different characters. And, I'm not a gladiator or anything, especially because I haven't been doing it very consistently in a big row or anything, but the one thing all that experience did was it really took the edge off it. Because after a while, you've just seen it all. Oh, you are so dead. I hit rank 4 in TFT, realized how little it means to be good at a game. Now I just play games for fun. Also, by the time I'd gotten through that many games, I think it was less important to me that I'd be super good. But it's nice being able to play and still enjoy it because it's a fun game to play with friends. I enjoy hanging out and queuing with people and just kind of pressing the buttons, and it's nice to have like a baseline muscle memory of where they are so I can play without worrying too much about the nuts and bolts of it. And then the other thing that's nice is that as a collector now, I get to benefit from, well, you know, it's not such a big deal to crank out a Vicious mount every season, or like, oh yeah, we got the Elite Transmog set, now I can wear that and be kind of cool. It's like a nice little thing to be able to do without having to stress too much about it. There's an achievement to kill 50 people with that Day of the Dead outfit. Holy. I just want a Glad title and I will retire from PvP. That's what I used to say. I never got one. I never got a Glad title. They're supposedly easier now. They're less exclusive because they're not percentage of the ladder based. It's just you got to get to 2400 and then win 50 games at that point. But I haven't, I don't know what the highest I've come in the last 2 expansions is, but I can't imagine it's much higher than 2.1. Yeah, I could still get one. I'd have to have a phase. I would have to get inspired by something. I'd have to see something that makes me not like want to get the thing. Because like they could have the coolest mount in the world and I'd be like, yeah, well, you know, whatever. I'm going to go take a nap. But if something convinced me that I really wanted to be that person that was PvPing a lot again, and I got like into it, you know, like I was having an era, then I could see grinding one out. It just doesn't really feel worth it. Dude, you gotta like actually. Right now, I have the luxury of not really minding if I mess up or not. And if you're gonna try and do something that's a little higher up the ladder, I guess if you're really good, it doesn't matter. But
Thanks. Ascendance.
Alright, I'm coming in. War stop.
Thanks.
Oh dear. Games sometimes with a lot of totems, I find, can be very, Oh, that was 2 kicks, though. A bit visual cluttery.
Power infusion.
They changed it so your dots can tick on totems now. Mind games on... I don't know. Alright, well now I'm out of mana. Oh, I thought
Thanks.
Well, isn't this a pickle? Oh, I have the Mind Gibbs. I have no mana to dispel it. Run away! Ow! Oofy. Ouchie. Getting glad would be a lot easier than it sounds. Take a step back from the game and study the basics. It's just like if you want to study, though. It's trying hard at something, and by that I mean paying attention to it and admitting that you want it, is really tough to do because that raises the stakes. As long as you're sitting in this really comfy, oh, I'm just playing to have fun, I'm just grinding out this easy thing, I'm just chilling with my friends, then it's easy and comfy and happy and fun. But as soon as you admit that you care, now you get all those spooky feelings. Now you get all the pokies. Grandma Pooper, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Oy. Do I need to play Druid to get it, or can I clear it on Warrior, get Flight Form on Druid? It's a good question. I don't know. I have a bad feeling that you would need to get it on a Druid, but I don't know that for sure. Yeah, we're still 7 to 10. I raged hard this season, but the victory of hitting your goal is ever sweeter. Yeah, I just don't know if that's what I want for myself. I have a hard time, like, shaking it off, too. Like, if I've gone and I've gotten all in my head about it and I've gotten all tilted, I turn it off and I walk away, and I have a hard time, like, it affects the rest of my life. Like, I can't just shake it off and go, you know, back to doing normal things and just, like, oh, whatever, it was just a whatever. It's, like, it gets me down for days, and I have a really hard time doing anything, you know, like, it's tough. Not a bean, thank you for giving out a gift. So, someone said the item becomes tradable. Zuristel, thank you for the 36-month resub. Merry 36 months celebrating with salt and pepper chicken when I made myself, because who can afford takeaway in this economy? Preach it. Rather tank my rating than stop on a low. You gotta have other ways to cope. Yeah. Is it worth playing games that you have to then cope with? Is it worth taking your X amount of leisure time that you have in your day that is for you and doing something that upsets you so much that you then have to, like, build in other ways to bounce back so that you're okay again? I don't know. Personal assessment for everybody, of course. Oh, and thank you for the 38-month resub, Not a Bean. Hot showers always melt that feeling away from me. You won't convince me to stop. Oh, I would never dream of it. I'm just thinking for me. Barbers did used to perform surgery and dentistry. Playing games not worth it in general. If you can get really far down that rabbit hole and start to wonder, well, what is worth it? What is worth using your time for? You get X amount of it. What do you want to do with it? Why? Are you trying to feel good? Trying to do good things for other people? You just trying to, like, get through the day? What are we saying? Depends on if you're playing for relaxation, fulfillment, or to avoid going to therapy. Yeah, it's true. I guess people play games for different reasons. Gotten glad 3 times. The only one worth suffering for was the season 1 of Dragonflight 1. Don't do it! Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been top of my list for a while, but I would say maybe one day. I don't know. I think maybe one day is Hazel code for probably never, but I can't be bothered to admit to myself that I'm not going to do it. Making Magic Girl Mug Transmog with Pink Mistweaver staff and trading post. Good. Next season looks pretty cool, though. I wish they were glad mounts that weren't dragon riding transformations. At least glad mounts are account wide now. I remember when they were character specific.
Power infusion. Cyclone.
The thing I've always struggled with PvP whenever I'm trying to play better, it's not usually a theory problem. It's a execution. It's being able to pay attention and see all of the things that are going on and calculate in real time. It's always been a bandwidth thing for me. I think that's why experience is so helpful, because that's what experience does, is it takes things that you have to think about and it turns them into things that you don't have to think about anymore.
Cyclone.
It makes things into muscle memory. So it's not so much about studying as it is, because I usually know what I'm doing wrong. It's just I feel too overwhelmed to do it any better usually. But if you play a lot, then that kind of wears off, and then you can start thinking more and more about higher things. And eventually you probably hit a point where you actually need to like look stuff up again. But there we go. Wish Mythic Plus got a cool mount. Dragon Riding customization. You don't like your Armoridon? Armoridon? Do I VOD review? You have them right there. I do when I'm trying to work on my gameplay and achieve a certain rating threshold. If I'm not trying to push rating, I don't bother. It helps a ton though. VOD review I feel like is the single most powerful thing you can do to try to improve your gameplay in PvP or PvE, if that's something you're trying to do. If you are trying to get better, log review is good. I think VOD review is great because often you already know what you need to be doing, but you don't realize the sort of mistakes that you tend to make because you're too in it when you're playing, and just watching your VOD back and watching yourself play after the fact shows you all kinds of stuff you didn't really know were such a big problem for you. And you're going to be yelling at your own screen being like, hey, me from the past, do this thing differently. And then the more you do that, the more you actually remember to do it the next time you're in there playing. If you're trying to get better at Mythic Plus or rating or PvP, that is, in my opinion, the best thing that you can do is record your games. You don't have to stream them. You can. You don't have to stream them. You can record them locally and just watch them back after. Just watch them back and try and pick out what sort of things you would do differently. Or, you know, like I used to VOD review my Mythic Plus back when I was really trying to work on being a better key healer. And I would notice myself just sitting on cooldowns through boss after boss after boss and being like, you should really press Apotheosis one of these days. That would really help. Maybe you wouldn't have so much mana issues. Maybe you wouldn't have so many mana issues if you used your cooldowns, you goober. I am not going for a specific rating now. I'm trying to fill up my vicious mount bar. Hi. Hi. How you doing? That's a cool mount. Where am I going? Nobody knows. Not all the things random, anything but that. I don't know which one they're on, actually. I guess I can find out. You just clone everybody and see which one makes them grumpy. This is really tough. Owie. Oh, they killed somebody. Good job. I think that was our last game. I think Flabby has to go. I'm happy with that, though. That was a hard one. I didn't know if that would come through. Yeah, I have the elite set. 85%. How about you for the saddle? Take a look at it. I should be... I don't think quite that far, but farther than I was when I started. Thanks, guys. GGGG's. I made it up to 85%. What did you say? 85%. Oh, we match. You can get the elite set from Solo Shuffle. I think that's how I got it. All right. All right. How did we do? We can open this box. Residue sacks, marks of honor. If I look, I won 9 of 10 non-skirmish arena matches. And I earned, yeah, so nowhere close in the honor. I would love to win one more. I could probably look into, I bet you we can scrape that out somehow. I'm gonna take a real short break and I'll brainstorm. Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah, we can try and do a shuffle. I think that should do it. If it doesn't do it, then I'm going to try and find, I don't know, like a thing in rando, but I don't actually want to queue for a crazy additional amount of time today. So we'll try a shuffle. We'll queue up shuffle. It's got a bonus queue anyways, called arms, you know. Because if we can do that, we can get our Trader's Post pretty close to finish. We'll do one more thing after for more. Although you get a bunch of honor from shuffle, but not like 5k. I betcha So yeah, there was the Day of the Dead thing. There's just completing quests. I could just do 8. Oh yeah, the Dragon Riding World quest. That sounded fun. I like those. Casey Full of Joy, thank you for the 4-month resub. Appreciate it. Party music in Veldraken makes me think of Edward Scissorhands. Last night I did my annual Repo the Genetic Opera rewatch, and I was thinking, do I need it to be annual? Maybe I should do this like biannually. Maybe I need more cooldown time because I know all the words. And I put on the subtitles because I tend to watch films with subtitles, but then like I realized that the subtitles were wrong in some places because I thought she doesn't have a rash. She has her mother's eyes. It's not even close. Where's my queue? I've been in queue for 1 minute. Oh, let me in. Healer privilege. I don't think my vault really matters. I don't even know if you get one. Do you get it? I guess you must get an end of season vault. Might be old and outdated. How are we doing on Conquest? 1353. I think I can buy that dagger I need. 10.2 solo queue RPGs? Yeah, as a brawl. As a PvP brawl. There'll be solo queue RPGs. Honor Quartermaster, Conquest Quartermaster. So yeah, this Obsidian Gladiator's Knife, and I think that is the last thing that I can buy for Conquest this season. Which is handy because the season's almost over. Even if I say other stuff. Obviously there'll be weapons from like other classes that I don't play that I didn't get. But that's okay. Let me in. I'm dying to know what they're going to announce for BlizzCon. What do they have to say? Are they excited to tell us because they think we're going to be really excited? Or are they sitting there being like, okay, how do we spin this? How do we make this sound like it's better than it is? I want to know how they feel about what they've got. Because I want to know how I should feel. Am I living? Or am I just waiting for BlizzCon? I think it's worth getting into the game a few days before the new raid. How's the game feeling lately? It's fun. It's fun. If you're getting into the game right now, it's not a bad time because you can kind of get yourself sorted out and set up a little bit ahead of the new raid. And we've got a new patch coming out on Tuesday that's going to be another opportunity to do that because there's 1 week after patch before raid. So you'll get the new patch come out. You'll get to do all kinds of new catch-up gear stuff. Dream blooms, super blooms, etc. And then you'll be even footing with everybody when the raid comes out, ready to start. Okay, we have 2 melee, 3 melee, and a Destro lock. Chaos Bolt. Do you believe in any of the leaks? I believe in the high level ones that just talk about the theme of the expansion and the name of the zone and like the races we're going to be dealing with. I won't say what the leaks are, but like those ones I think are pretty credible. I don't know about anything that's purporting. I haven't seen any leaks that are supposed to talk about expansion features, and if I did, I wouldn't believe them. But the one that's from like the Data Mined Collector's Edition shot mount, that seems pretty plausible. It's also not terribly exciting to me, but I'm reserving judgment.
Nullifying Shroud.
It's an enemy prevoker. Good prevokers are really hard to heal against, because Shroud keeps them safe for ages.
Sleepwalk. Chaos Bolt. Nullifying Shroud. Chaos Bolt.
So Shroud's over. We
Chaos
have
Bolt.
ranged kicks from the
Sleepwalk.
prevoker.
Sleepwalk.
And
Fear.
from the Shadow Step.
Fear.
We got both of them.
Fear. Sleepwalk. Fear. Shadow Fury. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Fear. Sleepwalk. Sleepwalk. Fear. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Fear.
No! I was so close. I had such big heels. They were going to be so tasty and delicious. Hey, yeah, well. We try again. I want to know if by one round they mean that I have to win 3 of these, or if they mean that I can just like win one solo shovel round and just like have it. I guess we'll find out. Wouldn't believe all the names and fine details. Yeah. I really hope that the new announcement makes me really excited. I want to feel like I'm 16 again. That's a big ask, but they've got a lot of money. They can do it. How hard is that? Just bring back my youth. Answer me. I'm a cheaper shot.
Nullifying Shroud. Sleepwalk. Nullifying.
There we go, we went around. Did that give me my thing? Probably not. Not that lucky. Of course not. We'll have to see if winning 2 more and then finishing gets it. If I can win 2 more, that is. Or if it's not true. The rumors aren't true and I have to actually like go like Pug-a-Tooth or something. Me too. Gladiator Lhasa is calling out spells that are being cast. Hope the zones aren't similar to things we've seen before.
Nullifying Shroud.
I don't know what I want from the zones.
Nullifying Shroud. Sleepwalk. Nullifying Shroud. Chaos Bolt.
Oh, they've made it a curse now. I can't take off Havoc anymore. That's different. That didn't used to be like that.
Shadow Fury. Fear. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Fear. 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 Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Fear.
I cannot time my reclones lately. It's a real problem.
Fear.
Someone's gonna report me to the Druid board.
Fear.
Neglect of duties. Can't count to 1.3.
Sleepwalk.
Is it 1.3? Yeah, it is.
Shadow Fury. Fear. 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 Chaos Bolt. Fear. Sleepwalk. Fear.
Hey. Reported in Moonglade. Someone's gonna tell the barbecue torrent about this. Hamel. Want new playable race models? Most are so outdated. You think? They look good to me, but maybe I'm easy. If Blizz announces that they'll be fixing how shoulders sit on gnomes or worgen, I'll be so happy. Oh man. I don't know if I would hold my breath for that one. It'd be nice. I want them to make the eye shine go away, but I feel like that won't make it into the keynote. Top of BlizzCon. Welcome, BlizzCon! It's good to be back! So your gnome's not going to look like she's staring into a pen light anymore.
Shadow Theory.
End of keynote. Thanks for watching. Hot dogs are $25.
Nullifying Shroud. Avatar.
No one's on the warrior.
Sleepwalk. Chaos Bolt. Fear. Sleepwalk. Sleepwalk. Fear. Shadow Theory. Chaos
Well, that's all the
Bolt.
CC. That's it. That's all of it. We used it all.
Shadow Theory. Chaos Bolt.
Nope. Yep. Reasons. Believe.
Fear. Sleepwalk. Sleepwalk. Fear. Avatar.
Alright, well, I'm out of good ideas.
Sleepwalk.
Do I have any bad ideas?
Fear. Fear. Sleepwalk. Sleepwalk. Chaos Bolt.
I'd really love to win this
Avatar.
round.
Fear.
'Cause that would put me at
Nullifying
3.
Shroud. Avatar.
But we're looking a little painful.
Chaos Bolt.
Nope. Love how monotone the voice is. Yeah, she's not worried about it, so why should we be? Keep hearing beer when the UI says fear. I think I need a drink. They haven't put Shroud up yet. Haha, they have regrets about not putting Shroud up yet. Everybody has an off game. They just got sapped so early they couldn't put up their Shroud and they just never got it back up and they got CC'd into oblivion. I wonder if I can win the last one. It seems like this Warlock is doing a lot of damage. I don't know for sure, I'm not really looking at meters, but it feels like it. We should just fix the eye shine. It's treating your camera like the light shards. Yeah, if they just got rid of the eye shine altogether, I don't need their eyes to reflect light. I'm cool if they don't want to do that. Poor DK getting bullied.
Nullifying Shroud.
Sometimes there just happens to be like a resident punching bag of the shuffle queue. And it's just one of those things.
Nullifying Shroud.
Where have they gone?
Avatar. Nullifying Shroud. Sleepwalk.
So that's, I think, a thing that we want to keep them in if we can. Felguard or whatever.
Sleepwalk. Avatar. Evasion. Sleepwalk. Avatar.
And we did it! Oh, I got Rival 2. Sure, yeah. Contender Strong Boss. 1400 honor. Did they give me my Trader's Tender credit? You guys promised me. You pinky swore. I saw it. Feel like it's always me. It's been me before. It's no fun. It sucks when it's you. So it did not count. There. Let's do the old-fashioned way, shall we? Who wants me? Rated, pre-made arenas finder group. I love fuels. We're in Conquest. Sign me up. Thanks. I just need one win. But I can do a few games if it goes good. Typically other people leave before I do, so I don't usually have to worry about ditching. I suppose I should say hi. It's not a random pug. Hi. I mean, it is a random pug, but it's not like a solo shuffle level random pug. Conquest? On the Mark of Honor, I can get myself a Tour of Duty achievement for Waking Shores. Heading out. See you later, Mr. Sonic Jen. We're actually doing reasonably well on Honor. 4,600 of 7,500. I'm getting this done. Jealous of all your Marks of Honor. I've been dumping them into the weapons caches, even though it's so expensive, because I can't pick which class I want to like get PvP transmog for, and I feel like weapons are for every class, so... That's weird. You can dispel Palibella? No. Oh, I understand. I haven't done twos in ages.
Polly. Polly. Avenging Wrath. Repentance. Icy Veins.
Don't mind me eating every avoidable CC in the planet. There's only 2 of them. I don't even have a good excuse.
Polly.
I didn't even mark us. How am I supposed to keep track of where my rogue is?
Polly.
I tried. Try harder.
Icy Veins. Avenging Wrath. Polly.
I bark skinned and I don't know why.
Icy Veins. Repentance. Repentance. Polly.
Listen, this is not my finest work. We're not gonna worry about it.
Icy Veins. Repentance.
Okay. Phew! That should do it. I feel like I should queue a few more just to not be rude and be like, well, I got my one win! See ya!
Avenging Wrath.
Besides, I could probably use the practice. And I can use the Vicious Mount Progress. You don't get as much from 2s, but it's not nothing. Make me. Gonna be in the barbershop for hours making moonkins for all my mogs. I am not gonna be in person at BlizzCon. I'm gonna watch from home. Double DPS against DPS healer. Yeah, it's always been like that. And it's not always as much of a gimme as you would think. Double DPS teams can and do climb quite far even against healer teams. It's later on, I think, that they kind of go extinct a bit. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, it's free to watch from home. You can watch on Twitch or YouTube. Nice. Got there in the end. Yeah, I have like no 2s rating either, so it should be some relatively easier games, I think. You can't camp the rating. You can't just stare at the bar. 87% right now as well. What I really need is another 100 Trader's Tender. And if I get 2,500 more honor, that would do it, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm not about to like trip and fall on another PvP one. I gotta do a few more games with this guy. Or this person. Collect 50 herbs or skins in the Dragon. No, 3s, 2s, and Shuffle are all separate ratings. Grinding for the Vicious Spider and Shadowlands queued up as Havoc with an Arms Warrior. Unless we blew up the DPS within 2 seconds, every enemy dealer with a healer would eventually whittle us down. Yeah, that's usually the way of things. I want markers. You have a store. Oh, I can't do it, can I? Target marker icon. They automatically do it in Shuffle. Vicious Mount after the season eventually. Eventually. They will add the expansion's Vicious Mounts to the Vicious Mount vendor for saddles. They don't typically do it till the expansion is over, so you would have to wait for the next expansion to come out, and then you would have to grind out a mount from one of those seasons. And then you would have to... Power
Infusion.
Grind out another bar to get a saddle. Let's see what we can kind of work out here. But then you could get it. Usually the way it'll work is somebody will kind of play a lot, and they'll catch up on like all of the saddles that they might have missed. I'm gonna clone the paint set. I'm not gonna clone the paint set. Oh, I did clone the paint set. And bam. I haven't done 2s in forever. Because the priest does not have a, like a fear for me. But I don't have any more CC for them either. Their mana is going to last longer than mine, so we really need to hit this in a burst window.
Power infusion.
Ah, don't you just love World of Warcraft? Do 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 do. Ay. Are you gonna be okay? I'm coming around the side.
Power infusion.
I got like a baby drink. It was okay. What's a baby drink? I got like a juice box. And then a snack can. Capri Sun. I am hungry. Oh, and this is why we don't queue Tuesday. Take too long, you get bored, you start thinking about what's for lunch. Why am I gonna walk the dog today? Do you think I'm gonna get any taller? Can I fake cast this guy? Nope, sure can't. Does it matter? Yep, sure does. Maybe. Maybe not. Would you like a stun? I'll stun him for you. You're welcome. Happy birthday. Oh, I'm switching back. I'm swip swapping. I have no more mana. All out. There's Pain Sip. What do I have? Who cares? Nothing.
Power infusion.
Nothing. All out. Yeah, it was a close one. They often kind of run to the wire like this with evenly matched healer DPS duos, is you just kind of run all the way out of mana, and then it's just a question of like who can heal more effectively without it. I'm like... Thanks. GG. Okay. So, we need 100 points. I'm gonna do 2 dragon races because that's also gonna get me some gold. And then we need to go shopping. And then we can... get our trading post stuff. Cash, I just don't know what you're looking for. I don't know what you want. What's your trouble? What are you after? What's your goal? I am deleting this. I'm going back to Veldrack and I'm going to find some dragon races. We're going to do 2 of them, knock them out real quick. There's probably something faster I could do for 100 points. Maybe that Day of the Dead quest is like super straightforward, but just on the off chance it isn't, we'll go do some dress. Still totally alive in HC? Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing Moo Cows lately. I've been playing Tauren solo self-found characters. It's awkward because people will buff you and then you kind of like wait for them to go away and then you click off the buff before you fight anything because rules. But it's been kind of fun. I haven't been playing my non-self-found characters. How many dragon races? 2 dragon racing world quests. Not catalogers, rafts. Dragon racing world quests. There's one. I'm the biggest altaholic in HC. I think it's trying to be proactive about a major setback death. I feel you. I'm a huge altaholic, and I think for me, it's because the first 20 levels are way more fun than after 20. It just gets very slow. And early on, like, everything feels like a huge victory, and you're getting all this power, and you're feeling safer and safer, and you're getting new buttons, and you're getting more stats, and you're getting to new areas. And then you hit, like, 25, and you're like, okay, this is slowed down dramatically. It's just harder to be patient. Ice cold milk. Simple flour for the Day of the Dead quest. Do it in old Dalaran. Oh. I want faster PvP games. I don't know why I want here. It's just something I do. Does it, honest question, does it make you feel any better? Because I think part of where I get trouble is I have this misguided idea that I'm supposed to do something about it. And this is ironic because I'm the same way. Like, I just want to vent sometimes, and then people try to help me, and then I'm like, no help, only complaining. But I can occupy both halves of that equation. When at 25, I could do it in a loop and not be mad. Yeah. Plus, it's fun to do it with different classes, too, to see, like, how different classes deal with the challenges of early. Because there are some genuinely dangerous level brackets before 20 where you kind of don't... Oh, good grief, this is spicy. Where you don't have, you know, you haven't got your... You haven't picked up any health potions yet. You don't have any good get out of jail buttons, and you fight something, and you aggro something that's 2 levels over you, and you're like, I might not make it. Is this the end? Hazelmoo is my second hunter. Actually, my third hunter. And I haven't had any hunters die. I've just, one got to like 15 or so and got deleted. The other one's at 30 something and she's just fine. And then Hazelmoo is at like, I don't know, 13 or whatever, just having the time of his life with Strawberry, the Mazrinash pet. Let's go do another one. Oh, specific Dragon Riding World Quest, so not Azerbaijan. Oh, the banners. Sundapple Circuit? No. Complete 2 of the following Dragon Riding World Quests. I thought it was just any Dragon Riding World Quest. I'm cranky. Are any of them even up? Azerspan? No. Azerspan Rally? Azer Banners. Oh, those ones! Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. Blue banners clearing the skies and all the glitter. Okay. So I'm just gonna check for the names because I don't really remember where they all are. Oh, there's one. I understand. Are we glad yet? I'm glad that I've queued for today. We made it up to 87%, guys. That's spitting distance. If I PvP tomorrow, we can actually get a Vicious Mount on stream and the Snail Saga will be successful. Haha. I should probably let my dragon take a little rest. She's tired. She needs lunch too. Oh, that glitters is the best world quest ever? Oh. Snails. Yeah. Voiceover so good. You look absolutely fabulous. Is that the Zerlik Caverns one? Should we do it just because? I don't think I've... Oh, my headphones died. I can't hear it. I could turn up Dialogue Sam for you guys, but I won't, you know, if it's in a Niffin accent, I'm gonna miss it. 8 of 10. Nine of 10. 10 of 10. Okay, so there's one. And then there was another one. I found one in the Azer span. They had the Azer banners. It's really close to Vakthros, so if I can just get to like a teleport pad, then I can fast travel there. Second earbud to hot swap. Well, they would have run out of battery at the same time. You have to have the second earbud out of the case in order for the pair to connect at all, I'm pretty sure. Or at least that's how the last ones worked, and I never questioned to check it for these ones. I could hot swap to my other headphones. Happy to do that world quest over and over again, just make them all like that. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, so I have a second one that just sits on my desk that I just don't put in my ear. That's my strat. That's how I work. Most of the world quests in Dragonflight have been mostly nice. They've been better than the Shadowlands one. That bar was in the floor. It was underneath the floor. The bar was in the basement. It wasn't very high. The Shadowlands world quests were hideous. They were pretty looking and really annoying, and they kept moving the goalpost, and I wanted to snap them like a piece of uncooked spaghetti. But these ones are better. I still don't see what was so bad about letting us BFA swoop from the sky and just snipe single quest mobs, you know? If you're not going to let us cheat like a Legion, why must they be complicated? Let have some be complicated, and then let some of them be easy. Why not? What's the trouble? Take me to Vakthros. Might be worth investigating. I'll probably just stream with headphones. For BlizzCon. Because, like, what am I going to do? Listen out of my left ear? Don't make sense. Azerbaijan. And then we're going shopping. Besides, the headphones are super cozy. Real question is, what do we do in game while we're also watching BlizzCon? Because I feel like there's going to be some amount of watching the streams and then some amount of just like hanging out. You need something to do with your hands while you're talking about it, because people are going to want to chat about whatever they announce, right? Like they're going to say things and then we're going to paraphrase the things and process the things and whatnot. So you need something to do with your hands. It's not like crazy high stakes. I feel like it's not a hardcore day. Might be a Mog farming day. Might be like a run old raids and get Mog kind of situation. Anima farm. Oh man. Sit in Veldraken. There we go. There we go. Let's go shopping. Mod contest, PG together. Pet battle, PvP. Hear me out. I'm listening. Herb farming to prepare for next week? Does that take too much attention? Not really. Oh, I haven't like farmed herbs since the very beginning of the X-Pack though. I've just been buying them. I've been shopping. Do you think there's an alternate universe where somebody makes suspension bridges made out of human tendons instead of steel cables? Banner quests are not marked on the map. I had to look for them. Pet battle related. Something turn-based sounds optimal. If we're not actively watching BlizzCon, have it as a small window like your old pet cam and play hardcore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up a thing, aren't I? I was gonna have to put the BlizzCon stream as like a browser source and make a whole thing, so I might actually make a layout for it. I should write that down. Make BlizzCon Beacon layout, we'll call it. Get a couple of streaming scenes ready to go. Hazel. Hi. Okay. Last night I was thinking, so if alternate universes could encapsulate every single possible thing that could happen, like every decision fractures it off into another one, is there a timeline in which I'm living in every single home in the world? Every single one has an option, or are there some homes that I would never, ever, ever, ever on any timeline have gotten into? Because there's a lot of homes in the world. Also, there's probably plenty of them in which I, like, you know, die in a river. I'm looking for the chest, because you're going to give me all my tender, and you're going to give me these weapons and stuff. And I wanted to transmog this Void Song stave, because I think it'll look nice with this set. It'll also overwrite my wings, but that's okay. Void Song. New. Apply. Or not overwrite the wings. It would not overwrite the wings. The wings would overwrite it, but that's what it looks like. Did you say human tendons instead of steel cables while I was typing? Yes, something to that effect. I was thinking about all of the different stringy thingies that are inside of my neck that go every time I stretch. And then I was like, those remind me of suspension bridges. And then I thought, flesh bridges. I'm shopping. How much do I have to spend and what do you have for me? I have 1,500. I have this thing saved. I kind of don't want it. So we'll keep that in mind. Spectral Griffin. Alliance only. Standard of the Guardian. Oh, there we go. Ooh, it's cool. Oh, it's the staff. Oh, it's expensive. Oh, it's sick though. Come on. I wish that the gem wasn't red. If it was like purple or blue or even green. I like the chains on it a lot. Bought it immediately. Yeah, that's something. Spectral Windrider. Yeah. This is interesting. Drazkazet the Wrathful. Fooled eons ago by the clever Loa of Death into a bargain of unceasing service, this tiny ancient being carries out his duties eternally red with rage. I mean, is that the energy that I want for 2024? There's the Zevro. It's only 550. Thank goodness. I have to have that. I must have it. Purchase it once. Give. So now we're shopping with 950, and that makes things easier. Instruments, warlock weapons. Yeah, no, that's okay. There's a longbow. There's a... Oh, it's a fan with spikies on it. Oh, it's the monk stuff. Oh, it's a good thing I'm not a monk main because that is pretty. I don't play monks. Do I even have a monk? I don't even think I have a monk right now. Flesh Bridge was my metal band back in high school. Chase all them out and sad I can't buy all of them. The monk keg stuff clips on all models. Yeah, that sounds true. There's this. This is warlock stuff. They have hook coming out of their tongues. Warrior. Monk. The foam sword rack toy. Oh, I never did buy that actually. It's a TCG toy that I actually never ended up getting around to buying on the Bima. That's a contender. It's a fun one. People can dig up foam swords and fight with them. Fang of the Mountain. Sword. Shield. Sword. They have a recolor of the Niffin hat. It is in a green color. It still is like a sausage on a plate. I have that frozen for next month. Got the Zevra 2 in the lock set. This I have, thank goodness. I don't need that. It's cute, but I don't need it. I'm probably more likely to wear that than the other ones. Just the brown one. But, I don't know about that. I have the bucket. We bought the bucket last time. It was very important, but it's been purchased. Shawl of Flowing Magic, and a belt, and we've got a lot of like weapons and stuff. Scarf back combo is pretty neutral, easily really killer with casual mogs. Yeah, it's kind of tempting actually. I don't know if I want the hood, but the scarf and the cloak I feel like could be kind of cool. I'll think about that. It's only 100. What did I really want? I could get the pet. Cause like, yes, these are mounts. Ugh, they're not that great. It's basically, do I get the staff or do I get the pet? And I'm giving up on the mount, right? Like we don't even want it. It's a pet. I must have the pet. I must have the pet. I must freeze the staff. We're replacing the Cold Flame Core. I'm letting it go. It's not for me. And then I'm gonna buy this. We need the pet. Pets are important to me. I have 300 left. We should save a tiny bit for next time, maybe. But like, what if I have the bucket, thank goodness. Yeah, let's get that. It's 100. I might use it. I think that's kind of cool. Cool. Okay. I am functionally broke. There's a couple of other cheapo things, but I'm not too worried about them. All right. Let's check out this new Zevra. Yeah, the staff is like really sick. But I'm actually pretty happy with the haul this month. I must have saved some tender or something. We got a Swift Zevra. Pleased with that. I've always wanted that one and I never recruited, I guess. Or resurrected or whatever. We got Drazkazet, which is Mimi, but mad. Mad Mimi. And then a Mog. Should we make a little outfit for it? We're gonna call it Scorpy. And we're gonna get our new, so what slot is that thing actually? I guess I never knew. It's called Scarf and Cloak are separate. Scarf is a head and then the cloak is separate. So you put the scarf in the head slot. Also, excuse? Whimsical skull mask. I don't even remember collecting that. Anyway, we put the scarf right there, and then we put the cloak. Sepia. That's what they call that. A matching cloak. And then maybe we'll like hide the chest piece for now. And then look into like a shirt kind of situation. Find like a nice shirt that kind of looks nice with it. We've got some decent shirts. I feel like you want the color to contrast a little bit. You don't want to do I don't want to do just straight brown because it blends too much. I want something that looks a bit different with it. I mean, I love the I love the halter crop top, but is that what I want? I don't know. I don't know if I like the way that the cloaks pin into my shoulders directly. What if you do like that and then, sorry about the pants, we gotta throw on, is there like a nice kilt? I don't know, is it weird to wear a skirt with a flannel shirt? I guess I can do whatever I want. I'm too hungry to do this right now. This is a later me problem. Thank you all very much for joining me. I'm gonna wrap up for today. We are at noon 09 local time. I'll be back tomorrow, and I think that tomorrow is Vicious Mount Day, so I'm gonna roleplay a PvP streamer for one day, and we're gonna crank out the rest of that Vicious Mount. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate the company, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.